The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Return starts at the 3. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap. 1st
down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Snared by the running back, here's Trey Benson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You just got to love that angle, Rod. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Finds his target, Ryman. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try it right with Benson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative, the last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying it right side with Allen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
McCaffrey on third down. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
On the handoff, Allen. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Milton Williams making the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. This is Allen on the give. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Hopefully no shortage of... We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Mevis with a point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Mevis ready to send this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Murray throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Hey.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he'll get it up to the 44. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pressure coming, it's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Play action now, Murray. That's caught at the 4. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Allen trying this straight ahead. He's foray up the middle, nets about 3. Dax Hill up for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught by Addison. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll run now with Allen. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Right back to Allen. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. This is Allen. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Allen again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Running is Allen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and goal coming up from the 7. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains in this half. They've held them out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. MINvs able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Return coming from the 6.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Cardinals are going to take over after the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And that falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Benson's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And the Vikings going on the dime package here. 3rd down coming up. Now Murray. Buys time, rolling right.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Oh, quick throw here, left side. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Now we give to Allen, running. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed, got him the ball back.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has the connection to Hockenson. And he'll be touched down after a big play. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Murray. Connects with the open man downfield. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The give now to Benson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. This reeled in by Benson. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He has the first over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, Murray getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time, and he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. Is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow their lead to 8. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. We're down to... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. McCarthy now, blitz coming. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy has his man. It's Addison. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 43. Allen on the catch. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
He'll get this to Jefferson. It's inside the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
Third and goal for McCarthy. Has it down close.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on fourth and goal. Now a give, it's Allen headed left. And he gets in, touchdown! The Vikings down by only 2 in the 4th. So a pivotal moment for the Vikings as they go for 2. Man in motion here. He's throwing for it! Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. All in left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Benson now from the gun. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Able to hit Ryman, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. He'll look to throw it. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here he is to throw. He's got him. That's Addison. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Setting up to pass. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
So a pivotal moment for the Vikings as they go for two. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes out to the left. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. Mevis ready to send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road.